oatmeal cookies, but I'm gonna do a little twist on them. We're gonna make them into a Sammy. What you wanna do is take some raisins and rehydrate them. And I'm using golden raisins. They're a little bit more tender, so they rehydrate a lot better. Makes for a nice soft texture. They're the same as dark raisins. They're just grown differently, so they don't get quite as dark. Just added a couple tablespoons of rum in there. I like using rum a little bit more than just plain water because it adds a little bit more flavor. But you won't taste the alcohol, that'll cook off. We're gonna just put a little bit of heat on this. So you wanna get these heated up just until the raisins rehydrate a little bit more. About 10 minutes, that's all it takes. While they hydrate, I'm gonna get the dry ingredients together. First up, a cup of flour. It doesn't seem like a lot of flour for cookies, but we're also gonna add oats because this is an oatmeal cookie. And then we need half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder. A little bit of cinnamon, love cinnamon in oatmeal cookies. And just a touch of allspice. I really like the way allspice kind of warms up a cookie, but we only want 1/8 of a teaspoon because it's really strong. So we've got all of these dry ingredients. I'm just gonna give it a quick whisk so they're all blended together. Oh, I need a little salt. Most of the time you're gonna wanna put salt in any sweet stuff because that's really gonna enhance the flavor too. So we have our dry ingredients together. I love walnuts in cookies. If you're allergic to any nuts, you can leave the walnuts out, but it really adds such an amazing crunch and flavor. We have all of the walnuts nice and chopped. The walnuts and the oats all go in at the end. What we need to do next is get the wet ingredients together. It's always a good idea when you know you're gonna be baking to bring your butter out and get it to room temperature. And then we're gonna have a half a cup of regular sugar, and then we're gonna get a half a cup of brown sugar. And the brown sugar adds this beautiful full flavor too, like a caramelization, but you do have to press it down because brown sugar is so much lighter, it doesn't weigh itself down, which is also really good for the cookie. So we'll get these guys blended together. So we're looking for a beautiful creamy texture, and it doesn't take long as the sugar melts into the butter. Let's get that egg in, just 1 egg. Cream this up, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla. As soon as the vanilla hits, then it really starts to smell like baking to me. This is creaming up nicely. So now it's time to add the dry ingredients that we made up earlier. All goes in, and blend that right up. These are nice, thick, chunky cookies. Okay. Let's get the chunkies in there, the fun stuff. So these are some rolled oats. We're gonna put 1.5 cups in. If you have quick cooking oats, you can use those too. Get that into the dough. I'm gonna get the raisins in. Oh, these are great. They really rehydrate it beautifully. So those go right in. The nice thing about cookie dough is you can't really overwork it. Just by incorporating everything, it's not gonna harm it. All right, time for the walnuts. And then that's it. Then we're gonna make them into cookies. These guys look great. So these things are really handy. I use them so much when I'm making cookies. So you just get the right amount in and put it right there. So what you wanna do, once you get that scoop down, just flatten it just a little bit, because remember, we're gonna make these into Sammys. And then they'll spread just a tiny bit, but not too much, so there you have the shape of your Sammy. I'm just gonna scoop the rest of the cookies, flatten them out. Next tray. So we have our oven preheated to 350 degrees, and these go in for about 14, 15, 16 minutes, depending on your oven. And let's go see about our cookies. Oh yeah, they're done. These are going to be lovely little Sammys. I'm gonna put a little cream cheese frosting in between and make a Sammy out of them. We're gonna start with half of this cream cheese, which is about 4 ounces. Get it into the bowl, and it's been softened. A couple tablespoons of butter. 1, 2. Then we're gonna get 3/4 cup powdered sugar in there. And the powdered sugar is important because it's light, it's fluffy, it melts a little bit faster. It's also got some cornstarch in there, so it's gonna add a little bit of thickness to it. And then a little bit of vanilla. And beat away. Starting slow so you don't get powdered sugar all over you. And then as the powdered sugar incorporates, you can speed it up a little bit. Oh, this already smells so good. And nice and creamy, looking good. Let's add a little bit of texture. This is really fine, unsweetened coconut, 1/2 cup. And that's gonna add just enough texture to the inside. It's also gonna add some flavor. Coconut goes perfect with the raisins, the cinnamon. Oh God, it smells so good already. I'm so excited about these cookies. Grab that cookie scoop. You wanna get the small one. Grab a scoop, grab a cookie. Just get a scoop right there in the middle and let the other cookie that tops it do all the work and just squish it down, just like that. Isn't that adorable? Let's do that again. You know what? I've been making these. I think it's about time to try one. Look how cute that is. It's the perfect little sandwich cookie. Oh, wow. That filling adds a perfect amount of sweetness, a little crunch to it. The cookies are beautiful and they're, oh. That's so good.